Hello everyone. So how are you? So this is the last subtopic for what we're doing for measurement. So previously I've recorded videos for 6D, 6E, 6F and 6G, all on how to find the total surface area and the volumes for prisms, cylinders, cones and pyramids. So this chapter is about finding the surface area and volume of spheres. It involves a little bit of ideas on how to work with cylinders, specifically to find the area of the cylinder and also the volume of the cylinder. So if you want to know how to do it in detail, please watch my other video. So let's just keep going. So a sphere actually looks like a round ball and it has like the same radius throughout the whole shape. So I've set this sphere to have a radius of 7 centimeters square. So if we are talking about the surface area of a sphere, it has a sort of like a formula of 4 pi r squared. So this is a fixed formula. So if we want to find the surface area of the sphere, it is actually 4 pi r squared. So in order to find the surface area of this particular sphere, we put 4 times pi actually has a value of 22/7 times 7 squared, which is 616 centimeters square. So because this is area, I've set my unit to be centimeters square. So how are we going to find the volume of the sphere? It has a fixed formula as well, which is 4/3 pi r3. So in this situation, it's going to be 4/3. Pi is 22/7 times 7 cubed. It will become this value over here, and the unit is centimeter cube. So if I sort of flip the question a bit and said, find the radius of the sphere of the volume 1437, 1/3 pi centimeter cube. So it's actually to find the radius of this sphere, and obviously we know that the sort of like the radius is 7. But if we are given the volume and we need to find the radius, how do we do that? You are right, we use the formula. So in this case, this is the volume of the sphere. We have to use the formula for the volume. Yeah. So we know that area equals to 4 pi r cubed. And the area is this one over here. So what I'm doing is I'm just substituting this in as an area equals 4/3 pi r cubed. So as we can see, from this equation, the only unknown left is the value of my r, which is the radius, which is what the question wants us to find. So in order to solve this, we have to sort of slowly move 4/3 and pi across the equal sign. And considering all of this have a relationship that's times, if you move across the equal sign, you have to divide this value by 4/3 and by pi. So if I put this into the calculator, the answer is 343 equals to my radius cube. In order to get my radius, I have to cube root my 343 and I get 7. So this will be the answer for my radius. Yeah. Okay, so now how do we find the total surface area of the composite shape below? So this composite shape is actually a hemisphere and a cylinder. So previously we learned total surface area is all the exposed areas. Yeah. So the area of the hemisphere will be, because a sphere has 4 pi r squared as its total surface area, this is half of a sphere. So we have to half 4 pi r squared. So this will give us 50 pi centimeters squared. The area of the curved cylinder surface, so this is what I've mentioned before. I did this in detail in my previous chapter. So this will be in video 6D if you're interested. So area of the curved surface of the cylinder is 2 pi r h. So h is my height. So 2 times pi times, okay, the radius of this is actually 5 and my height is 4. So this will give me 440 pi centimeters squared. The bottom area is also part of my total surface area. So the bottom side is actually a circle. So that's pi r squared. So that's going to be pi times 5 squared, which is 25 pi centimeter squared. So the TSA will be just adding all these values together, and there we have 115 pi centimeter square. So this is how we find total surface area of a composite shape. Yeah, and again, we are not concerned about the area of the circle that's in between the hemisphere and this cylinder, because anything that's in between is not considered. Yeah. So the last bit is we have to find the volume of the composite shape below. And yes, considering this is a hemisphere, we have to half the formula for the volume. So it's going to be half times 4 over 3 pi r cubed. So if we put this in the calculator, this gives us this value over here. And to find the volume of the cylinder, the volume of the cylinder is actually pi r squared times h. So that's going to be pi times 5 squared times 4 equals to 100 pi centimeter cube. To find the total volume, we just have to add these two volumes up, and this is how we get the total volume of a composite shape. So if you try different questions, of course, it comes out with different composite shapes, and you have to actually use all the ideas that you have learned before to actually solve questions related to measurement. So that's the end of today, and that's actually the end of our whole topic for measurement. So try your best, do your best, and stay safe and stay at home. See you then. Bye.